my goodness. I gotta give Caitlin Clark fans their flowers real quick. Y'all did not miss, not even a little bit. I'm scrolling Twitter, YouTube, the whole social media streets, and folks are out here doing full-on victory laps like they just won a damn championship parade over this so-called greatest day in women's basketball history from Unrivaled. Now, listen, before anybody twists my words like a dumbass pretzel, let me be clear. In my last video, I talked about the Philly game attendance and the viewership. That's it. I didn't compare it to any other games. I didn't bring Caitlin Clark's numbers into it. I didn't say her game did this, her game did that. I was strictly talking about that event, that crowd, that situation. But people took it and ran a whole marathon with it. Then you got folks saying, largest attendance ever for a women's sporting event. No, false. Let's stop right there. Because last I checked, Nebraska women's volleyball pulled over 90,000 fans. 92,000. That happened. So let's not rewrite history just because it sounds good in a headline, you goofy muffas. Now, about that 21,490 in Philly. Yeah, that's a big number. I'm not saying there weren't a lot of people in that building. There clearly were. But what I am questioning is how they got there. Because we all know how this game works. Corporations buy blocks of tickets. Celebrities buy blocks of tickets. Sponsors hand tickets out like flyers at a mall. I heard one WNBA player bought 60 tickets for friends and family. 60. One person. Now imagine how many others did the same thing. That's how you inflate attendance. Not saying people weren't excited, but let's not pretend it was all organic, straight from the streets demand. Then you got folks trying to drag Caitlin Clark into it. Oh, look, all these people showed up and Caitlin Clark isn't even there. Yeah, because she's not playing in that 3x3 league that's hanging on by a thread. That's not shade, that's reality. Her games move numbers without corporate life support. So now folks are asking, what are the ratings gonna look like? Because let's be honest, the 20,000 people who normally watch on TV, they were in the building that night. And I gotta ask, how cold was it in Philly? Was it snowing? Was it freezing? Did some people say, hey, free tickets and somewhere warm to sit for a few hours? I'm just saying, let's be real about human behavior. I'm not hating, I'm not rooting against anybody. I'm just calling things like I see them. This is me thinking out loud with y'all. No agendas, no scripts, no corporate talking points. Just common sense. So, right here, and there's a lot of these kind of tweets going around, I know the CC fans aren't the one that broke the women's attendance. Oh shit, that's a bad idea. Here said, ooh, you mean this 55K right here with CC? And it was one game, not two games. Nice try, though. Exhibition. Ooh, so with 3v3 is more legit. You right. See, it's stuff like this. Random person makes false statement. CC corrects random person. Random person, oh my gosh, that fan base is so racist and bad for women's sports. Bingo. So true, Lamel. Laughing my ass off. Look at this. CC had 55K in attendance at Iowa, STFU. Here said, please do research, lol. You sound so fucking dumb. If CC played at a stadium that could hold 25K, she would have that every game. She had 55K at a college game, lol. Not some weak-ass rec league in Philly where they are known for supporting events like this. Wow, Caitlin Clark living rent-free. 55K at a real event. Doesn't help your case with cheap tickets to get those numbers. Remember the first $1 million gate revenue? Or CC games, meaning real prices. Simple Google search, Fever games on road or at home generally get 200% increase in ticket prices. Oh, you really went and poked the fans with a stick now. Because this is the University of Iowa we're talking about. You know, the Hawkeyes. They literally turned a football stadium into a basketball arena. I'm serious. They told coach Kirk Ferentz and whatever future NFL tight end was running routes out there, nah, y'all gotta clear the field. Caitlin Clark is about to hoop. That's the level we're on. This isn't hype. This is power. When a school moves football out the way for women's basketball, that's not normal. That's Caitlin Clark. That's what real pull looks like. Here said, breaking records, making memories at crossover at Kinnick. The Iowa Hawkeyes played a historic women's college basketball game in an outdoor football stadium, and more than 55,000 fans showed up, nearly doubling the NCAA's former single-game attendance record. The Hawkeyes really went out there and made history in the cold. Let's talk about it. This wasn't just another women's college basketball game. This was a full-blown event. They played in an outdoor football stadium and over 55,000 fans showed up. 55,000. That almost doubled the NCAA's previous single-game attendance record. That's not hype. That's real impact. So yeah, don't casually call out Caitlin Clark like she's just another name on a stat sheet. Don't do it, because the moment you do, you're gonna realize real quick, she's living rent-free in a lot of people's heads. And not just living there, she's got the grill out, cooking ribs, setting up lawn chairs, full-on camping. That's what living there really looks like. And look at this moment, Caitlin and the squad running out onto a football field for a basketball game. Not a packed gym, not a cozy arena, a football stadium. And guess what? It was full, packed, loud, electric. This is college hoops, and Unrivaled can keep their press releases. This is what organic looks like. Now, let me say this part clearly. I'd bet real money people paid for those tickets. Not giveaways, not corporate handouts. People opened their wallets. They wanted to be there. They showed up because they care. That's a big difference. The Indiana Fever, the Colts, Lucas Oil Stadium, and yeah, even Pat McAfee. Because listen, get Caitlin Clark and the Fever in Lucas Oil for a game and just see what happens. Try it. Test the theory. Turn the lights on and let the people decide. Catch me outside, how about that? Nah. Catch me at Lucas Oil, how about that? Catch me in Iowa, how about that? Because when Caitlin Clark plays, people move. They travel. They line up. They show out. And then you got folks online taking little victory laps over attendance numbers like they cracked some secret code. Man, I've been around long enough to know how these things work. Real demand doesn't need spin. It doesn't need excuses. It doesn't need smoke machines. It just needs one thing, a player people believe in. And right now, that player is Caitlin Clark. Tell me what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
This one for quite some time.
You know, when we came up with the idea of the crossover, I thought there's no place better than at the University of Iowa to do this. Because we had such an incredible fan base, I knew they'd get behind it. But it also just brings a great attention to this unbelievable university that I get to be a part of and that I've worked at for over 20 years. Anytime that we can bring a positive message about our university or Iowa City or our great state, I think we have to take advantage of those situations. And we're proud to be Hawkeyes. We're proud to be Iowans.